Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another quick tutorial, and today we're going to talk about how to actually get a fireplace inside and how to properly build it so it actually doesn't say invalid placement, right? So as you can see, it's raining right now. This one currently is out. If I try to add wood to it, it does not matter. It will be out because it's raining. Now in my house, as you can see, this one is not. And there's pretty much two things you need to do when making an indoor fireplace. You can make it look a lot better. There's a lot of different ways to do it. But here's the two things that you need to do. First, it needs to be on the bare ground. You can raise the ground, I'm pretty sure, what's it called, with the building tools. But it needs to be on the bare ground, the grass or the dirt, whatever it is. It can't be on the wood surface. It won't let you place it. So make sure it's on the bare ground. And the second is, you need a way for the smoke to actually come out of your house. As you can see right here, what I used was, let me just back off because I guess I'm on fire. I used this thatch roof right over here, like I did, let me show you. Like I did right here, and all I did was I just turned it upwards. I just rotated it. This isn't the right one, hold on. Let me do that. Instead of it being, let me just break this for the example. How do we break it? Okay, so I broke this. So usually you would place it like this. Let me show it to you. Not the best at building still, but I'm getting there. So usually you would place it like this, but what I did with this one right here is I just turned it around and boom, placed it that way. You don't really need to place these, but I thought it looked kind of cool, so I placed, what are they called? These wood poles. I placed them on the corners right over here. And now, since it's above the fire, it pretty much gives the fire a path for the smoke to go out. Without this place for the smoke to go out, you cannot build a fire as well. So those are the two things. It has to be on the bare ground, and also, what's it called? It has to have a way for the smoke to come out. And like I said, there are plenty of ways to build it. There's a lot of ways that, you know, people on Reddit have shown, but that's the two ways, and that's how you keep your fire lit during, you know, the rain. Hopefully this was a good tutorial. Hopefully it was informative. Ask me any questions, any concerns, and like always, stay safe. Alrighty, hey guys, another quick tutorial here, and today we're going to be talking about how you can find Flint early game. There's probably other ways to do it. Obviously you can probably mine some of the ore, but early game you obviously don't have the materials to mine it. So a good go-to, in my opinion, is if you go on the map, make sure you are in one of the metals biomes. They're all over the map. You see there's one over here, one over here. You can tell by, if you look all the way to the top right, it shows meadows. You want to get close to where the ocean is, you know, wherever the water meets the land. And usually a good signifier is if you see these boys right over here, these necks. And usually in this area around them, maybe close to them, or even if you just go along the coastline, you will see rocks and also flint. Boom. As you can see right here, this is flint right over here. This is flint right over here, and this is right there. And if you just go along this coastline, you will continuously keep finding it. There will be some parts where obviously you don't see it for a little bit, but boom, here's another one. And this is pretty much, in my opinion, the best way to get it early game before you really have any mining equipment. So yeah, here's another one, and let me just show it there, and boom, we already have 7. And this obviously lets you create a lot better tools. Like I have the flint axe, which is way better than the stone axe. So yeah, let's see if we can find some more. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, we can just keep going down the coastline and keep finding it. So hopefully this was informative. Ask me any questions, any concerns, and I will see you in the next one. Alright, hey guys, another quick tutorial. This one you may or may not know about, but in this game you can create as many markers as you want. There are tooltips for what type of marker you want to create, and I would suggest really utilizing this to the fullest, and I think it's a great feature, and I think a lot more games should have it. So I usually pick this one. This is the best one, and you can click on anywhere on the map. I think it's a double click. As you can see right here, you can type whatever you want. Let's just do test marker, boom, and then you have your test marker, and then you right click to take it off. And also, if you have another house, as you can see, I have a house icon here. If I had another house over here, I'd double click, and I could do house 2. And I would really suggest using this marker system. You can mark your dungeons, as you can see. I have my deposits over here, my tin deposits. I have a dungeon. We have another skeleton dungeon. We have some bigger bases to attack. That's the beginning one they give you. But yes, I would really suggest you guys use markers. It will save you a lot of time. Very easy to use. Like I said, pick one of these on the bottom right. Double click. You can name it. If you don't want to name it, press enter and it will just be unnamed. And when you feel like you want to take it off, right click and it's gone. Markers are amazing. Use them. But yeah, hopefully that was informative. Ask me any questions and I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, hey guys, welcome back to another quick tutorial in Valheim, and today I'm going to be talking about how the hunger and health bar work and how they are connected. So as you can see, my hunger right now is going down, and as my hunger goes down, so does my health. It is because hunger dictates how much health you can have, right? And these slots are also very important. So first, the 3 slots is pretty much what he's going to consume, and when they're blinking, that means he's almost done eating them. So once the blinking happens, you can start eating food again, and I'm going to eat 1 meat, I'm going to eat 1 berry, and I'll eat 1 mushroom, right? Just for example, boom, boom, boom. And as you can see, my hunger bar has now went up. I can't eat anything else because all 3 slots are filled to the left. I don't know if you get more slots as the game goes on, but for right now, they are filled. That means you can't eat anything else. So therefore, whatever your health goes up to, that is the health that you have currently until you get hungry again. Now, the hunger, like I said before, it pretty much shows how much possible health you can get. As you can see, each slot, as you can see, this little brown part goes to the meats, blue is the blueberry, and then the mushroom is a little red on top. As you can see, the meat, since it's harder to get, it actually gives you a bigger chunk of hunger, which gives you actually a bigger chunk of health, because wherever this bar ends is where your health is going to end. So therefore, if I was to only eat, let's say, a raspberry, blueberry, and mushroom, my bar would end actually lower, and I would only have about 65 HP. But now, since I balanced my diets and actually got some meat, which gives me a bigger chunk, and then what's it called, a blueberry and mushroom on top, I'm going to have about 90 HP. Therefore, you want to have different assortments, and you also want to have food that's harder to get. There's food in dungeons, and also I think meat is the best food because it gives you the biggest chunk, and therefore you can have the most health. So there it is. Again, if you only stick to berries and mushrooms and stuff like that, you're not going to have as much health. I would say get some meat in the diet, and therefore you will have more HP. And that's pretty much how it works. And hopefully that was informative. Ask me any questions, and I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, hey guys, welcome back to another quick tutorial, and this one's going to be how you can cook meat in this game. There are different things that you can use to cook meat, but in the beginning, this is the most simplest way. First, build a fireplace, which you build with a hammer right over here. Build this campfire, put it anywhere you want, and what you need is the cooking station. So go over here. What you need to do with this cooking station, though, you can't just put it right here. It needs to be over an open flame. So therefore, you can use a fireplace as an open flame. As you can see, let's place it right over there. Boom. And now what this does is you have the flame on the bottom. You have the cooking rack that you can put your meat on. And now let's go into my inventory. Let's get some raw meats. And hold on real quick. You walk up to it, and as you can see, now you have to press E to cook said meat. And when you're cooking meat, you just have to know you have to actually stay and wait here. If you leave it, it will burn. So you're going to have to wait until the animation pops up. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. It just transforms into like a darker brownish tint, and that's when you pick it up. So we're just going to wait until it actually gets there. Boom. And that's what it does when it's cooked. You pick it up and you have 2 cooked meats. Now, if you leave it for a little bit too long, it's going to turn into coal. So just make sure you're around your fireplace or your cooking station when you do cook your meat. Hopefully that was informative, and I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, hey guys, welcome back to another quick tutorial, and today we're going to talk about how you can unlock the Beehive. So I have already unlocked it, but I am going to show you how I did unlock it. So as you can see right here, I have the Beehive. Pretty much it requires 10 wood, 1 queen bee, and the workbench. You get the queen bee from actually unlocking it, so that is completely, you know, pretty much, I'm going to explain what that means in a second. But this Beehive will provide honey, which is actually a very good source of your hunger needs, and what's called your health needs directly. So how you do this, it's kind of self-explanatory. I would suggest doing this with a bow. You can do it with a melee weapon as well, but it's a bit harder. But what you have to do is you have to find a beehive. These are located at random structures across the map. There's no real location for them. They're all over the place. My first one was right over here, as you can see, the beehive right there, and that was in the Black Forest. Now we're in the meadows, and I just found another one. And usually, they could spawn literally in any of these type of buildings. It could be a small building or a tall one. And what you want to do is take it down. If I can only aim, let's see if I can. Not the best at aiming. Let me see if I could get a better shot. This is in a really weird position. Guess this is the only way to actually get it. I'll get it eventually. Okay. That should hit it. No, it shouldn't. That should hit it. There we go. Took a little bit. A little bit of bee action right after. Now we have to actually get up there now. So this is becoming kind of tough. But once you take down the beehive, as soon as you do take it down, you do get, what's it called, the recipe. And also, I guess we're going to have to just, we can build, right? Let me just build real quick. I don't need the workbench close by, so let's just build a quick workbench. Let's get some wood. This is becoming a bigger tutorial than I wanted, but that is okay. I did not come prepared. It's all fine. So let's quickly, boom. Still not enough. Are you kidding me? Is that enough now? There we go. It's only giving me 1 wood. Okay, that should be fine. Alright, cool. So as I was saying, let's get ourselves the workbench in here. Can we use it to jump up, right? Let's see if we can just use this to jump up. Boom, as you can see, you did get a queen bee right there and also some honey. Oh my goodness, everybody just doesn't want me to get this tutorial out the way. Get out of here, brother. Alright, so when you take down the beehive, you get 2 honey and you also get a queen bee. And then once you receive these items, you will also get what's it called? This right over here, the beehive. And obviously, you need that queen bee that you just received from that one beehive to operate your beehive, the one that you can actually build. And this will produce honey for you. And honey, you can see the stats right over here. It is very good. It's very good. It's on point with the mushroom you get from dungeons. And it's just a little bit less than meat. So I think it's a good alternative. I actually can eat it right now, as you can see. Good amount right there. But that's how you get it. You can build it next to, obviously, your base. And for every beehive you take out, you get another queen bee, and you can get more beehives. So there it is. Hopefully that was informative. Ask me any questions, any concerns. And like always, I'll see you in the next one, and stay safe. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another quick tutorial, and today we're going to be talking about how you can get coal very early on without having to get a one of these right here, either a smelter or a charcoal kiln to make obviously charcoal, but you can pretty much do it with just a cooking station, which you get early on, and a fireplace. So what you're going to want to do is first put the fireplace down, light it, put the cooking station on top of it, get some raw meat, either kill a boar or a deer, whatever, and place them to cook. Let me just get on that side. Place those to cook, and usually you would wait, and then once it does the animation, you pick it up. But to get coal, all you have to do is you can just leave it, go do something else. but for this presentation, I'm just going to show you. Once it's fully cooked, do not take it off the rack. Let it stay there, let it burn, and it will turn into coal. So I'm just going to wait for it to actually do that. There it is, it's cooked. Now just wait a little bit longer. And again, you could go do something else and it will stay as coal when you come back. And there it is, you have your coal. Pick it up, and boom, now we have 3 coal. There you go, that's how you do it. I will see you guys in the next tutorial. Alrighty, hey guys, welcome back to another quick guide tutorial, and today we're going to be talking about how you get the ancient seed. And to get this pretty much, there's 2 ways as far as I know, and these are kind of the most early game / easiest ways to get them. First one will be actually taking down a gray dwarf nest. It's like that big pile of, I guess, like sticks, stones, skeletons, all that has like the pink glow around it. You destroy that. It only takes like 3-4 swings with a flint axe. And once you take that out, it usually drops 1 seed. Also, something that does spawn is a gray dwarf brute, which is a kind of like a stronger gray dwarf. And he also drops some, I think he drops between 1 or 2 seeds as well. He is more of a rare spawn, and he is a tougher enemy, but he does drop some as well. Hopefully this was informative. Ask me any questions and concerns, and I will see you in the next one. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another quick tutorial, and today we're going to be talking about rafts, kind of how to use them, how to get them on the water, and all of that. So first, obviously, here's your raft. You need 20 wood, 6 leather straps, 6 resin, and you need a workbench nearby. So first, when you get close to the water, you can put a workbench right next to it. It doesn't have to actually be inside because you're not using it. It just has to be close enough to the player. So you can place that down right there. And now go back to your items, click raft, and boom, you can drop it right there in the water. It is in the water now. And there's a couple things here. So well, there's only 2 really. So you have this hold fast. Pretty much if you have more than 1 person, this is what they're going to use to kind of hold on as you're sailing. And then you have the person who's actually sailing, and that is they use the rudder. Now with this, you have an icon right below the mini map, and that shows where the wind is going. You want the wind to stay in that I would say goldish or lighter, you can say it's yellow, in that yellow part of the ring. If it gets to the part of the ring where it's darker, or like the black or like the dark gray part of the ring, that will make your boat completely stop. You're going to be against the wind, and you're just going to be stopped pretty much, right? Now, when you're in this position, you have a couple things. You can use WASD. I'm pretty sure you can use the arrow. No, you can't use the arrow keys. It's just WASD, right? So if you click S, that is pretty much to get what's called to go backwards. As you can see, I just did right there. Now, if you click the forward, which is W, you have that one. If you click it again, you drop the sail halfway through. If you click it again, you drop the sail all the way down. And if you press S 3 times, it's back to normal. The sail is all the way up. Now, if you want to turn, then it's all on the A and D keys. So when you turn, you can see there's a yellow bar right next to where your character is, right next to where that that wheel is, right? And this will turn your boat in that direction slightly, right? And if you want a little bit faster turns, you can obviously put your sail just like that, put a little bit more, and he's going to start going a lot faster. And like always, you want to stay in that yellowish part of the ring, right? And if you want to turn the other way, just put it this way, how fast you actually want to turn that way. Hit A if you want to turn left, and then hit D if you want to turn the other way. And if you want to slow down, press S, put the sail up. This can make turning sometimes a little bit easier in certain situations. And if you want to go a little bit faster, put the sail back up. And that's pretty much how you do it. It's very simple. And when you get close to, what's it called, the land again, just pretty much put your sail up, get as close to land you want to be, press E to get off this, and jump off, you know? And that will pretty much do it. That's pretty much all there is to actually making, you know, controlling your raft. As you can see right now, I'm in the dark part, like I stated, of the ring, so I'm not going to really move. How can I get out of this dark part? Take the sail all the way down and turn in any specific way that it will kind of let you. It will take a little bit longer because obviously you're in that dark part, so you're going to have to play around with it a little bit, and eventually when the wind decides to go a different direction, you'll kind of get out of there. It's sometimes a little bit tricky, like right now we're in a little bit tricky spot, but as you can see, we're slowly turning. The wind is slowly going to get in our favor, and now we just speed up and we should start going again. As you can see, we're starting to go again. Boom. So if you get in the dead zone, try to turn. If you can't turn a certain direction, try to turn the other direction. Kind of wait for the wind to change, and you know, you can try it out with fast speed, low speed, and see what works for you. But that will pretty much do it for me. Hopefully this was as simple as it gets. Hopefully you learned something, and I will see you in the next one. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another quick tutorial, and today we're going to be talking about how to double stack chests pretty much. So if we go to our build option, let's go on the chest option, under furniture. As you can see, you cannot place chests on top of other chests, which makes sense. But there is one thing you can do. So let me quickly get rid of these guys, get rid of that, just so I can show you exactly how it's done. What you need to do is go back to your build, go under building, and look at this wood floor 1x1, and just connect it evenly, right above the chest, and connect it to the wall. And by doing this, you give a platform to put another chest on top, and you can still open the chest on the bottom doing this as well. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky, but you can do it. And you can also do another one connected to that. Again, it's kind of tricky sometimes. And with that, what's it called? Now let's go back to the chest, and boom, you can place chest there, chest there, chest there if you wanted. And now let's just try out to see if they open. As you can see, all the way in the back, that one opens, those open, and the ones on top open as well. And that's pretty much how you do it. Very simple. Hopefully this was informative. Ask me any questions and concerns, and like always, stay safe. Alright, hey guys, a quick new tutorial for you guys. So today we're going to be talking about how to find or register the Elder boss in your world map. Obviously it's a big map, it could be located anywhere, and the way that you do it is you go to, first of all, you go to the Black Forest. As you can see right here, at the top of the mini map, top right, it says Black Forest. Once you're there, try to find dungeons. They're all over the place, and you want to find the dungeon that's called Burial Grounds, and there's multiple of these in every single Black Forest biome, so they're not super hard to find. Or Burial Chambers, sorry about that. Not Burial Grounds, but Burial Chambers. And you'll go through this. There's usually enemies, but I already went through these enemies. I already attacked these enemies. So what you're going to want to do is go through all these areas until you find the chamber that does have, what's it called? It's kind of like the final loot chamber. I think it's over here. Yes, it's right over here. And you will see this on the wall. And pretty much you can register the location of the Elder right over here. I already did it, so it's going to show up again. But that's how you do it. Go to the Black Forest biome, find a Burial Chambers, go through it. Obviously there's going to be enemies. Take out the enemies. Get to this point and register the location. Very simple, very easy. Hopefully this was informative. Ask me any questions and concerns, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another quick tutorial on Valheim, and today we're going to be talking about repairing and why it's very crucial in this game and why it's very overpowered in my opinion. So repairing can be done at the workbench by pressing this button right here. It repairs a random item, and it also costs nothing to do. So this is why I suggest you repair your items. You don't really need to create two of the same item. You might if you're going into a dungeon and you think it's a deep one or you're going really far away, then yes, you can create two items. But I would suggest if you create an item that costs you a good amount of resources, just when it gets low, go to your workbench, hit this button, and it will repair everything, and no cost to you. So repairing is very important. Get used to doing it, and there it is. Very easy tutorial. I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another quick tutorial, and today we're going to be talking about how to get more Surtling Cores, right? So they are important building materials that you do need for certain buildings, and these, as far as I know, can only be found in dungeons. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe later game you can do it somewhere else, but early game, mid game, best place to find them is dungeons. How do dungeons look? This is what one dungeon looks like, as you can see right over here. You got burial chambers. I'm not going to fight them right now. I just want to show you guys. So sometimes dungeons look like this. Sometimes they're on the side of, what do you call them? Let me go to this one as well. It's a skeleton dungeon and also looks a little bit different. I'm going to quickly run over there. But as I'm running over there, they're mainly found in dungeons. As far as I know, they don't respawn in these dungeons. And also, you do need good gear to get into these dungeons because they have some stronger enemies. And you might only find one, or you might find like 8 or 9. I've seen people on Reddit get a lot more than just, what's it called? One. Unfortunately, I got unlucky. The first dungeon I went to, I only got this one. But, yeah. They're only found in dungeons, and they don't respawn as of right now. But the game just came out, so maybe a little bit of time down the line, they will change that. But yeah, dungeons look like that, and also they look like, let me see if I can get it right. I know there's some powerful enemies in there. But there's a lot of different ways dungeons do look. They're not all the same, but they're pretty much just like dark openings, and most of them are called burial chambers. There should be one around here somewhere. And by the way, whenever you do find them and you can't take them on, please use your map markers. It's really good to get used to using those, and I think they're very helpful. Let me see if I could find it. Somewhere around here. I think it's up here, actually. Maybe down here. Because I put the marker as I was running away. Like early game, just to find it. I think it's this way. Yes, right over here. As you can see, it looks a little bit different. But again, if I go up close to it, I enter it. It is a dungeon. It's a troll cave. Again, all these. And also, these dungeons are mostly found in the Black Forest. As you can see on the map, all the way to the top right, the Black Forest is where you want to be. So as you explore the world, though it's a big world, there are going to be regions that are called Black Forest, and this is where most of the enemies and dungeons are going to be at. So yeah, go to the Black Forest, go into the dungeons, be prepared to fight. Once you fight, there's going to be rooms that are filled with loot, and this will be among the loot, the Surtling Cores. They don't really respawn, so once you get them, that's it. But yeah, hopefully that was informative. Ask me any questions, any concerns, and like always, stay safe.